White folks, you know, things is so much shit done changed. It'll never be the same. All I can say is ride this motherfucking flight. Bitches wasting my gas, check me out. Spending money on Taco Bell, Burger King. Like the fans look like a murder scene. Myrtle Street with home they used to be at junior high. A place that I ain't never used to be at. Excuse the time. Skipping school, stealing cars. Twisting boots, hit it hard. I hallucinate, go to lunch. Rejuvenate, roll a blunt for after school. Years pass and I'm still smoking. I can be sleeping, you can bet my eyes be still open. 10,080p, nigga, I'm real focused. When I shine, I'm like in a picture, bitch, you will notice. I stand tall, you can't overlook me. Straight from the bottom, you can't understand it. Nigga, you know I'm from another planet. I'm in the sky and I ain't fucking landing. I have relationship truths from gravitational looks. I have no patience for you. Bitch, in a spaceship I flew. Need a bitch to cater to me. Why should I cater to you? I got issues within the past. Poke a pencil right through your ass. Giggling, then she laughs. For the energy through the glass of the Hennessy. Baby happy that she the flew with me. These are why things for awkward when it's just you and me. We can see fireworks, Jubilee. Baby, tell me whatever you believe. Just hoping you truly see this move with me to another place in the universe. Did it any way that you knew it hurt. Play boss, they just ain't what they used to be. Ride that fly. I got so many things on my fucking mind. That's not my girl, she just a friend of mine. You know, she got me wasting gas in the summertime. Ride things like give me a name, give me a name, give me a name. Lady say that. Know and push out. The things like give me a name, give me a name, give me a name. You know and push out. Morning or night, call me alright. I've been flying like it ain't nothing, that's just part of my life. Heard you was talking down on a flight, but that ain't doing no work. Was making more money than you and I was doing them shirts. These things that occur, your flame will emerge. Till I understand that she just wanna rain like the Spurs, and she gon' get it. Even if she with me or not, now she's so different. Even now she switched up her spot, I ain't got no business thinking of forgiveness or not, but she gon' get it. So I gotta sit back and watch and see the sparks in her flame. No 4th of July, this source in my brain, just forcing a shine. Let me start at my plane and get lost in the sky. This in my heart and my veins, and it's part of my mind. The translated the music, the fans rated you useless. You know, compared to the flight, I'm in the air for the night. Niggas scratching their head like their hair getting light. So confused, watching my shit like man, he weird but he nice. I got a last sword to cut the game right in half. Look up, baby, you see that flight of past like ball. They just ain't what they used to be. I got so many things on my fucking mind. That's not my girl, she just a friend of mine. She got me wasting gas in the summertime. They just ain't what they used to be. Ride that fly. I got so many things on my fucking mind. That's not my girl, she just a friend of mine. You know, she got me wasting gas in the summertime. Ride that fly. What's that? Oh, good feel good barbecue music. Oh, sad real shit. Oh, sad. We're gonna get in the moon, getting ready to go in goddamn Virgo. God damn it, you better understand that. Get some discipline in your life. Get some construct. You know what I'm saying? Get some workaholic energy. Get some foundation in your life. You know, I said that's all a lot of y'all be needing things in that nature, and y'all be okay. You know what I'm saying? Real. They don't want to that. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Sun and Sagittarius, Moon and Virgo. Oh, I'm sad. Y'all can understand what's going on. This thiggity thing. Now, hopefully, y'all was planting good seeds when the goddamn, pardon me, when the moon was in Leo.
Hopefully y'all was planting good seeds. Y'all was getting your mind together. Y'all was getting circumstanced up. Y'all was in a certain situation where things was hitting the fan and you was making sure you take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to make sure you create no retarded movie. Now, it's all going to be all these type of movies floating in the sky and all these type of circumstances that you could just jump in and think it's a stage. Then, sometimes you might even hear these words online called world stage. You might just be a main character playing on it or something like that and getting flunked out and you thought it was a Lion King movie. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was a Ghostbuster movie. You thought it ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? It got something to do with your life. And your life ain't something that somebody want to go buy a ticket to go see. I know I ain't buying no ticket to go see. Did I want to decide to watch a horror movie today? No, I ain't decided to watch no horror movie today. I maybe how your life look. No, I'm saying. So yeah, what I'm saying, we setting the stage right now. Now, hopefully you ain't planting no bad seeds. So when we go into the um, oh, I'm keep seeing the same light over here. So yeah, basically going into the energy with the moon going into Virgo. So it's gonna go in there probably like what we probably got like 2 hours or an hour and a half or something like that before going to there. So we're gonna be reacting and respond. And whatever area of life that you got that in, that's where you're gonna have to add some type of work ethic in, some type of what I'm saying, some health routine or some type of discipline in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, keep that in mind. Like I said, with the moon and Virgo, there's gonna be reacting and responding to things that deal with our health, our responsibilities, or things that we're worrying about, and to a certain degree. And then the sun is in Sagittarius, so that's how it's gonna look. So it might look like we worrying about what we trying to expand into. It might look like us trying to worry about our spiritual system, our morality, or a meaning or reason to something, or some mutable fire type thing that we can express on others and others can learn from, or we could be the fool as acting that out ourselves due to the fact of being in a situation of wanting to learn based on experience and not wanting to receive information first before going for whatever you're going for. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind too. You know what I'm saying? When we start talking about moon. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, wherever house that you got it in, that's going to be the area of life that you need a little bit of work ethic in. You need to put a little bit in, and don't be so worried about what you get ready to expand into. You might be getting ready to expand into $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You might be getting ready to expand into one of your best relationships of your life. You might be getting ready to expand in one of your best circumstances. Your best. I got all the little thumbnails up there for y'all, for all y'all humans to know that that's what y'all get ready to experience, and congratulations. But other than that, if you get too worried about it and stuff like that, you create self-sabotaging energies and mess things up by over exaggerating too much in your mind, because Sagittarius create expansion energy. So you want to make sure whatever situation you in, you want to fixate it. You know what I'm saying? And whoever you dealing with, or your relationships or your circumstances, you want to make sure you ground that also, because that's going to be an important thing. Knowing due to the fact of Pluto is direct and is getting ready to go into Aquarius, but y'all have already been doing a good job as humanity, as I see. So for the most part, that ain't an issue. Now it's just actually for y'all to actually start to participate with was actually the changes in the world. But for the most part, we got the sun in conjuncting its depositor. Wait, we got the sun conjuncting Mars. So the sun conjuncting Mars in Sagittarius, allowing everybody to go for their passions, their motivations, and their desires, or anger or aggression, being able to be resolved in a more wise way in some way, shape, or form. Or if you planted a whole bunch of bad seeds, you might be you might be in a situation right now where you're trying to escape. You might be looking at these situations like cages, smothering systems, the inability for you to travel internally or externally to a certain degree. So this might be the context that you in during this particular time. If you planted bad seeds, it might be a little frustration for you to get that 1-2 in those areas. So you want to make sure you conduct that too. Now, but when it comes into just the Sagittarius energy itself, we are going to be taking actions towards our passions, and it's going to be modified within the Sagittarius lens. So if you got the sun, moon, or ascendant within Virgo, Pisces, or Gemini, you might be a little bit inhibited into actually having full access into going for your passions or taking actions towards it. You may be held back or stuck in some type of circumstance or situation. Like for an example, when it comes to the Geminis, y'all might be stuck with some form of communication, some form of information or secretary work, or however the case may be. Virgos, y'all may be stuck with some type of health issue or something that you're worrying about, or some type of responsibility. And Pisces, y'all may be stuck into the energy of some type of dream, delusion, or imagination, or some fantasy. before actually going for these energies of passion, motivation, and desires and taking action towards these things. And Sagittarius, someone in the ascendant, you guys are the example on what to do or what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your actions is, that if people see positive traits, you'll be an example of what people need to do. You know, if whatever you're doing is negative traits, then, you know what I'm saying, you'll be an example of what people don't need to do and things of that nature. Real stuff. You know, not to toot my own horn, but, you know, I'm a Sagittarius moon. So my actions will be something y'all need to look at and be like, okay, yeah, I need to do that in the moves or something. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Because a lot of y'all humans be paying attention to other humans that y'all just blend in with their energy, and it don't look like their energies is flunked out. Your energies probably flunked out. Well, yeah, the same birds of the same feathers does flock together. I do get it. I do get it. Thank you so much for the donation, Chat Sparks. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. I look familiar too. Yeah, on the Soul Group online page too. I ain't forget about y'all. I just been heavily outweighted and outdated and goddamn it, busy as hell. I really can't even go live today. I'm just doing this as a little break right now, stuff like that. But I'll probably be able to go hard probably the day after tomorrow, probably tomorrow, depending on how much I get done tonight. But I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. Shout out to Jet Sparks. I'm gonna be doing a live stream on that too, based upon individuals that's trying to grind and get things and put effort in and consistency and things of that nature. Now, for the most part, why is this still on the screen on this page? This is throwing me off. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so look, check this out. We got the sun in conjunct is the positor, Jupiter and Taurus. So we need to understand that too. So this puts us in a position where, you know, our wisdom, our spirituality is going to be heavily predicated on some Taurus-like stuff, and it's gonna cause a misunderstanding because we might think we're spiritually growing based on material type things of that nature. This might be the very first thing that destroys us and stuff. So you have to be careful of that. Keep your spiritual nature intact, and whatever business or circumstance or situation that you in will stay intact. You know what I'm saying? Anytime things is on the wrong basis, it's like a shaky table, like my song. Do you got that stable? Do you got that table that is stable? Oh, you want some shaky grounds, shaky grounds. But peep game, right? So when we start talking about Sun in conjunct the depositor in Jupiter, so this is going to make us understand that we're trying to expand in material and maternal or some type of security or some type of money, but for the most part, that might be the wrong area of attaching spirituality to. So you have to be careful of that too. You might be, like I said, we've been going through this alignment for a long time, where you might be falling short into comparing and contrasting what you think is spiritual or not based upon what a person is materializing. So make sure you're not in that kind of energy. That's how you get faulty and start to do some strange things for a piece of change to obtain the things on your brain that's in the totally different train than where God wants you to be at. You know what I'm saying? Or your goddamn spiritual aims. No, bars. Bars. No bars going to Mars. I'm saying real. No bars going to Mars. Starship. Who made that song? Nicki Minaj. Look, I don't want no incense. I don't want to go out. I don't want no incense. I'm saying go out when I put you out. You don't stay like me. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. You do as I say in my goddamn space, or you get thrown out too. Now, also, so like I said, with the sun in conjunction as the depositor, we may misunderstand what spirituality even look like or whatever actions to take because we might be too lost and it's all about the money. It's all about the money. You know what I'm saying? So you want to chill out and things of that nature and get some spiritual. You won't even have that position if you ain't messing with God. That's about it. I'm saying you messing with the devil kind of like then got put into a cage right now and then got concealed and stuff, you know, and I'm on break. So I'm gonna act like it too. YouTube. How you like that one? How you like that one, YouTube? Oh, how you like that one, YouTube? How you feel about a YouTube when I don't need you? How about that one, YouTube? I say, how about somebody create another? You know what I'm saying? For real stuff. How about YouTube when I don't need you? You buy by my rules. I don't buy by your rules. Okay, YouTube, you buy my rules. I'll buy your rules and all that. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. We're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna keep it 100. And Uriel, you respect Uriel. You don't ever disrespect Uriel. I'm gonna keep it 100. Smiley. Oh, Smiley. You know what I'm saying? Oh, buttercream jawline, neck face, all hidden in corporation somewhere in LA, California. And all of that somewhere next to the office face. Well, waiting for lunchtime, the peanut butter jelly sandwich your wife made you. Oh, say, yo, you better enjoy that peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, smack money. Oh, that thing's one for the nice to see a lot of real. That real time. Boom, butter. Let me go. I love YouTube, though. Reprobate energies, though. Reprobate energy coming from California. But other than that, yeah, like I said, though, we got the sun in conjunction Uranus and Taurus, too. So, you might be experiencing a lot of changes, a lot of rebellion, a lot of things that you're rebelling against for no apparent reason. Y'all might be picking the wrong things to rebel against. Y'all need to be careful of that, too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times y'all get into these spiritual missions and stuff like that. You'll be like, okay, yeah, I need something to fight. I need something to go against. And you'll pick your mama. You'll pick anybody in the goddamn blue stamp book that you could go see with your car worth if it's an old beat down whip. You know what I'm saying? What they call that, the blue stamp book? No, the blue law book. What they call that book? They call that the blue book, the blue something. You know what I'm saying? When you go discover your car in the 1990s or something like that, how much it's still worth, which ain't about nothing. Go crush that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go crush that shit. I said put a little bit of water in the gas tank before. You know what I'm saying? When you drive it there and get out and put like a gallon of water in the gas tank. You know what I'm saying? Maybe add a little bit more weight on there. They probably add a little bit more ducats to your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Forgot. I forgot. Yes, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. But like I said, right? We also got Moon trying to Chiron. So with Moon trying to Chiron, not Moon, Sun. The Sun trying to Chiron in Aries. Well, we had the Moon trying to Chiron in Aries, but not no more. Not no more. So you ain't got to worry about mistakes with setting yourself on the stage or putting attention to something. Now you might have to worry about another type of context. You know what I'm saying? But right now, when we got the Sun conjuncting, not conjuncting, pardon me, trying to Chiron, this puts us in a situation where we got this gift to make mistakes when it comes to our actions, where we see how we view things of that nature. So you can make mistakes in that area also. So, you want to make sure you ain't in no position of prejudging. You know what I'm saying? Because you can prejudge a scenario or a circumstance and then, jump the gun and then do some most strange things for a piece of change that don't obtain the things on your brain that God wanted you to hop on that train. Oh, so they go that spiritual aim. Oh, bars again, bars. Repeated, recycled bars like Drake album. You know what I'm saying? For real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Also, look, like I said, we got Moon. I mean, the Sun trying to Chiron, so we got this gift to, think we making mistakes and stuff like that. If you ain't taking no actions at all, you ain't got no reason to be sitting back thinking you're going to make a mistake, and you ain't taking no actions for you to do that. If you sitting down thinking about possibilities and la la land and stuff like that, God gonna make sure that you ain't in that position. You know what I'm saying? God gonna make sure you ain't got nothing to do with that circumstance. Before you even plan what you gonna decide, what you gonna do with something you ain't worth even having access to. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm breaking the code because it just went in reverse. Instead of me going out for that, I went out for to take a sip. Man, the psyop is still playing on me a little bit. The psyop is still playing on me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get it together. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been needing some like warm kneecaps. So all I'm saying, back on my back, you know what I'm saying? By my shoulder blade and stuff like that. I ain't gonna front, you know what I'm saying? I've been busy and putting in hard work. I ain't gonna front. This ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about me. I thought it was, though, because my moon is Sagittarius and, the sun is Sagittarius. So I thought it was. Chiron and Aries. You know what I'm saying? Chiron and Aries. What else? Uh, North Node. I said North Node and Aries. I thought this was a world stage that I thought I was gonna be the main character on for a little bit. I had a thought about some warm kneecaps and stuff like that, war jiggly lips. Y'all said, y'all be flunked out. Y'all got Israel brains. You know what I'm saying? Emerald tablet, green heart chakra, fart cloud. You know what I'm saying? Y'all mind ain't right. Somewhere it's like y'all mind is confused. Y'all mind it's in the gutters and stuff like that. And y'all ain't shit behind closed doors. You know, whatever further than that. It don't go further than that. It don't go further than that. Oh, I'm saying real stuff. But let's finish it. Real stuff. I'm talking about, yeah, I'm saying real stuff. There ain't no Mary J song. This is Doelow's version. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. You gotta peep game in this world before you get lost into Act 2, microwave popcorn, jawline, neck face. No, end of the frying pan, behind the head, by the eardrum, neck, right side, pillar face. Thanks so much for the donation, ladies. Say that. I appreciate that from my heart. Real stuff. Real stuff. I'm a number 9 person. Alright, well, let's check this out. I'm gonna enjoy my break. You know what I'm saying? I'll enjoy it. Bonk. I'm gonna try to stay on track with astrology though. I want to drift off in no spirituality. Mike. Oh, say real stuff. Mike, like Mike. I want to be like Mike when I grow up. It'll be like Flight when I grow up. Oh, hell with Mike. Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, Mike. Say all the Mike. Oh, Mike Jordan neck. Real style. I want to be like him when he grew up. He like some goddamn silverback, bald-headed gorilla. Oh, I want to be like that when I grow up. Well, I want my head to look like Spalding when I'm cool on all that. Sadly, I don't want to be goddamn 7'2", wear size goddamn 23 and stuff like that. I ain't come here for that. I came here for something else, being Uriel. What I supposed to do? Who said everybody's supposed to be like Mike? You know what I'm saying? Well, you could be like Flight. Said make way more sense. Even Michael Jordan was goddamn copying. Why his goddamn first Nikes was Air Forces? Stop copying me. These cats be always copying the goddamn Jordan Nike flights. These cats be copying all the time. Like I can't keep nothing in this world. Damn. Always some smack monkey ass human taking what's mine. So I'm here. I'm back though. Uriel back to take everything. I'm taking my power back. Everything that's mine. I ain't taking no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking no disrespect. I ain't taking no disrespect. I'm saying I want all the fruit on all the trees. I'm saying real stuff. It ain't nothing fruity about me, bitch. I'm saying real stuff. I had to give it to her one time. YouTube. One time. Because people be thinking I'm talking about the physical world on this channel. I'm talking about spirituality, the fruit that you bear, seeds that you plant, the trees that grow. All puns intended, heart chakra. Smack monkey. I'm not lost in the witchcraft. I'm going off camp. Now look, check this out, right? Now look, we got Moon square Mars also in Sagittarius, or it's getting ready to. So we're gonna have to learn how to conduct some type of emotional stability when it comes to the things that we worry about. When it comes to our health, routines, patterns, our discipline, our work ethic. Things that we're working on and things of that nature. Goddamn grandma trying to creep. And I creep, I'm a creep. Yeah, let's keep it all. That's all flunk out. Male, female, sneaky link. All sad. Keep what on the down low. We don't even need to use that word no more. There's too many better males in the world right now. Damn. I don't hear nobody even talking about they getting downloads. That's witchcraft. Oh, say where you getting downloads from? Where you get the download from? And that's down low energy. You know what I'm saying? So I guarantee you got the download from something as above, didn't you? didn't you? And weak beta males, always on their knees. I said always praying to something. Oh, bump buttercream, pull out the Quran book, fake polygamy. Bank buttercream. Oh, said real stuff. Where's TLC when you need them? Where's Lisa left flights? Wish I was the pilot on that goddamn plane. It wouldn't have crashed. It wouldn't have crashed. I say it wouldn't have crashed. Oh, fuck. Smack monkey. Smack monkey. But yeah, like I said, also, Moon square Mars. So we're gonna have to learn how to deal with some type of circumstance where we might be emotionally frustrated or we might be emotionally stuck to a certain degree, and us learning to get through that frustration and take care of the real responsibilities, we'll be able to travel internally or externally for our passions, motivations, or desires to a certain degree. Now, when it comes to Moon trine Jupiter, now for the most part, just reacting and responding to this gift that we all got. If we react and respond in a comfortable way. Now, like I said, if you got the Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Pisces or Gemini or goddamn Sagittarius, the way you might react or respond may be negligent, especially when it comes to Sagittarius, is because the sun is going to be there. So you're going to be witnessing that square on a main emphasis and things of that nature. So a lot of times you might be going through a learning process right now when it comes to you Sagittarius. It's something that you guys got to learn, something that you guys got to foundate and stop worrying about and stop stressing about in some way, shape, or form. Or it's certain things that when it comes to your responsibilities that you need to start stressing about, that you need to worry about, that you may have been distracted into other things that would have been preventing you from doing that or doing so. Let's keep that in mind too. Oh, I'm saying real stuff. Then when we get into moon trining, moon trining Uranus and Jupiter. So the moons get ready to trine Uranus and Jupiter. So for the most part, we're gonna have this gift to be our unique, our individual self, to be able to change, rebel, and oppose against some old and outdated circumstance or situation. And we're going to be able to react and respond to some form of expansion. And these may have something to do with stability, security, support, safety, or shelter, or some money, or some energy that you might have to utilize the form of patience in. So that's going to be a contact also. Then we get into Moon trine Pluto and Capricorn. So we're going to be in the situation. So this is kind of like a grand Earth trine too. We're going to get ready to experience a grand Earth trine between the Moon, Uranus, and Jupiter, and Pluto. Even though Pluto is in its late degree, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. If you smell bubbles, But yeah, you know what I'm saying? With this grand Earth trine, we're gonna be able to experience some type of gift when it comes to, finding a loophole to make things more sufficient when it comes to our money, material, or security, or stability, or status, or support, and the things that we worry about, and things that we're working on, and things that deal with stress eating and binge watching, and be able to not do those things because we might be too busy making money or being in a circumstance of being productive or trying to build something so that can be a potential to a certain degree. So we're going to have gifts to do that, but it's up to you to actually take those abilities or take those qualities or take those actions or those opportunities, those stargates, those portals, those actions. If you don't, you're just going to be mundane and sitting back and probably need to be taken care of in some way, shape, or form. Got to keep that in mind too. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Then we got Moon. So let me separate these things. Moon trine Jupiter. So that's going to be this gift to be able to emotionally expand or expound on your spiritual system that might can lead you into some form of stability, security, support, safety, or shelter. Moon trine Uranus. We're going to have this emotional reaction towards having a gift to expressing our uniqueness and our originality, and finally getting rid of or changing and rebelling and opposing against things that's unemotionally fulfilling. Then, for the most part, we're going to have Moon trine Pluto. So this is going to be emotionally reacting and responding to the gift of being able to transform or take power and control over your status, which you're known for, your business and career, or however you're trying to maintain. You know what I'm saying? To maintain like day to day. You know what I'm saying? And society have failed in that world, but I guess the shadow government might create some type of situation where they can help y'all in that area maintain. Which you could just replace that with consistency. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the same thing. But when you understand maintain, that's when you're already productive and you're already consistent in something, and you want to make sure that it's upheld or uphold it. Maintain. You know what I'm saying? Real. Yeah, a little further than that. You know what I'm saying? That's the new for. Matter of fact, that's the new Fort Cloud. You know what I'm saying? Everybody about to start using maintain. You know what I'm saying? Maintain. I'm trying to maintain. Real stuck is a thing that I'm trying to tame down as a main goal and interest. And your solar plexus look like some lion Stargate face. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, you want to tame the lion, you want to tame the character, you want to tame the face, you want to tame the zebra, tiger, neckline, jaw face. Oh, on that, on that. Now look, also, we got Moon in conjuncting Chiron. So where it's getting ready to. So we may create a bunch of misunderstandings where we think that we're going to make mistakes, and it may not be a mistake, or it may be other areas where we don't think we're getting ready to make a mistake, and it might be the biggest mistake that we made in our life. So we got that going on for us, especially when it comes towards our passions, motivations, our desires, our sexual energies, our individuality, and things that deal with what we try to initiate and bring new into the world. Moon in conjunct North Node and Aries. Then we also going to have this misunderstanding on how to emotionally connect, and we might even stress ourselves out a little bit about emotionally connecting with our spiritual growth or separating from things that we have outgrown, especially when it comes to our passions, motivations, and our desires, because it's Aries here. Then we got Moon conjuncting Lilith and Virgo, so it's getting ready to conjunct Lilith. So we might all feel embarrassed to a certain degree about something. I don't know what that's going to be about. I don't deal with those energies like y'all do. No, I'm saying real shit. Yeah, Uriel ain't never embarrassed. So, or somebody went to hell. That's it. So I don't know what y'all humans better look out. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all get ready to have the moon conjuncting Lilith, and y'all about to get ready to be embarrassed about even stuff that you probably don't even think you'll be embarrassed about. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with y'all humans. Also, and then I want to break down the houses too, but God damn it, I don't just want to be so rooted, constructed. I'm talking about a little bit of spirituality too, and jump through circumstances and sigil systems and color forms, you know what I'm saying, and heart chakras and solar plexuses and all the stuff of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, y'all be listening to these other flunked out Greeks and these other individuals and stuff, and they don't even be having a real game and stuff like that. But I understand humans love humans. So I'm not even expecting that because it's in a situation that I got to build it myself, and I'm in a position I can build it myself. So I'm the prime, goddammit, esoteric knowledge. I'm the prime Mason. I'm the prime Jew. I'm the prime Abrahamic. I'm the prime everything. I'm going to show y'all how to do all that stuff dolo too. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Because I'm tired of hearing other people want to bring up these other people. And whoever these people that they bringing up, I'm doing whatever that they doing 10 times, 20 plus, Super Saiyan harder. That goes for Rudolph Steiner. That goes for Manly P. Hall. Like, they ain't doing nothing like, for real. You know what I'm saying? But I understand they're amongst y'all humans, all y'all humans. So it's just like, y'all got some weird energy. That's why I left the post. That's a dope thing. You know what I'm saying? Because angels don't experience that. As far as that's a dope thing y'all humans know how to do. Stick together through thick and thin. You know what I'm saying? The angels keep it thin. Because for y'all to sit around and have some type of reciprocation, consideration that individuals is allowing these people knowledge to be lingering around for 2,000 years and 1,500 years, that's some deep connection type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I see why I don't really feel inspired to write a book like that. Even though I got one, but I don't feel inspired to duplicate it in this world, like, cause I ain't human. Actually, I'm actually a part. I'm happy as hell that I ain't human, but I'm a part of the human interaction. Even though it's a good thing amongst y'all, I won't teach y'all that it ain't. But as far as my stuff, I gotta keep my stuff gold. I'm Archangel Uriel. I'm a little different. Know what I'm saying? So like I gotta respect that to a certain degree. I ain't nothing like so manly PR, none of them. So I don't think I have to go through no goddamn it peer review records and stuff like that either. So why I gotta do that? You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I'm not participating in no human affairs at all. You know what I'm saying? Only angelic affairs. You know what I'm saying? I done learned my lesson. Only angelic affairs. You know what I'm saying? But that human affairs stuff is dead. That's dead. And I'm so broad. My mission is broad. So I gotta stay up there. That human affairs stuff stupid. I would have been wasted so much time. I'd probably still be in somebody's college or something like that, trying to develop some type of degree to be retarded about some stuff I already know. But I'll be thinking what I already know will be something I have to put in the back seat due to the fact of doing things the quote unquote human affair way with societal issues and stuff like that. And I'm so outgrown from that. God didn't put me here. That's why God separated me from y'all humans, because God don't want me in that situation. Thank you so much for the donation, Lady Satan. I appreciate that from my heart. God want me in a situation on broad scales. Not no damn human affairs shit. I'm saying really broad scale. So right now I'm training angels right now. I can't be in no human situation where it's, oh, I could just sit somewhere and meditate and act spiritual online and just do something in my real life that ain't got nothing to do with it. No, I'm Archangel Uriel. I'm casted away from all that. I have to create some circumstance where I'm building the same way how the Masons did it, the same way. If I don't do that, I'm not doing God's mission. God will take everything I even built for myself away from me. You know what I'm saying? Or I wouldn't be in this situation and experience what I experienced. So that's God showing me I can't play small and can't be playing around with no small fish. You know what I'm saying? You got to play big. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in the big pond with sharks, and you are the shark. You're Uriel. The hell? So I ain't selling for nothing less. I don't deal with no human affairs. I'm respecting all angelic esoteric areas. So that goes for Manly P. Hall. You need to be respecting me as such. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of these Masons do, a lot of these Jews do. Rudolph Steiner need to be respecting me as such. You know what I'm saying? And all these goddamn it fake people that they put online and put into the algorithm to make y'all think that it's coming from their mouth means something. And these dumb books. All these people is going through the same dumb stuff y'all going through. Insecurities and relationships. That's it. These people not doing anything else. Anything they talking about is a book about what they think somebody else is doing. And what they think somebody else is doing ain't doing that. I'm doing everything y'all read about shamans, Hinduism, spiritual esotericism. That I'm doing all that live. Ain't nobody ever on earth did any of that. I'm doing it in front of you. Everybody false on earth. Everybody false. No one did it. And everybody talking about someone else's did it. I'm the only one who doing it. Just like they got all these fake ass people online copying me right now, calling themselves things out the damn Bible and trying to fucking debate and stuff like that, making it sound stupid. No, I'm the only angel that ever went into flesh in existence, and ain't no Bible describing an angel. So anybody even using the religion or anything else to talk about what they are is retarded. The angels don't even do that. I don't even do that. I don't give a fuck about religion. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, like this whole world right now is trying to be Uriel in some type of weird, funkity way. And I kind of don't like it. I'm casting stones. I'm casting stones. And I shall be respected. Then not nobody come to me with no bullshit talking about how you really Uriel. You see how that went the last motherfucking time. Motherfuckers been in hell ever since on my page. Paying motherfuckers to goddamn try to destroy me. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it, that's what the fuck it is. I don't know what the fuck anybody else talking about. You don't respect the fuck I got coming. Oh, sad real shit. You know what I'm saying? That goes for niggas and bitches. Thank you so much for the donation. Beta, I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. He got a page also. We do this shit for real. I'm the spiritual gangster. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Anything I see fake and fraudulent getting destroyed. I'm the only spiritual gangster down here on motherfucking earth. This what it sounds like. This what it looks like. You don't look like dunk t-shirt, goddamn collars that Shaquille O'Neal then did after practice before he went back to play with his goddamn kids at the end of the night, and you just happened to meet your favorite basketball motherfucking player. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Bitch, I'm harder than all of the goddamn people who was hollering next to goddamn Solomon. You better motherfucker believe it, bitch. Any goddamn, I flew on every jet and every Hebrew text. Y'all say I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all right now. I ain't playing with y'all humans no more. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep giving what God gave to me to humanity. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn disrespectful. Goddamn disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Just to give it to some other funk that ass humans. Oh yeah. Angels ain't getting punished no more. So we making angels down here. You know what I'm saying? I'm creating a whole resort. Goddamn 40-day, 40-night circumstance. Ain't got shit to do with fasting. Motherfucker, I might want to wake up and eat some goddamn pizza. Ain't got shit to do with spirituality, bitch. It's whatever I want to do it. When I'm doing it for God, then that's how I get all the holy knowledge. God, my resort. Goddamn, my resort, you might not have no damn peace. If you don't like music, you ain't gonna even have no peace at my resort. Stay your ass at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Real shit. Yo, monkey ass right now. You stay your ass at the crib. You get disturbed at my resort ain't for you. God ain't fucking with you either. God made music first. God did music first. You wouldn't even like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, reprobate world. Disrespectful ass world. You know what I'm saying? But yay. You know what I'm saying? No Manny P. Hall, no Mac and Blisky. I'm harder than all that stuff. I say, well, yeah, we about to break down the houses. I'm just on break. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. That shall be respected. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting on my gold checkerboard floors and silver on the side. Oh, metal plate, goddamn holy table, altar, and all that stuff. I'm waiting on it. I'm expecting it. Oh, yeah, I'm in the demon world. So I know I teach y'all don't expect nothing. Guess what Uriel doing now? Expecting. Guess what Uriel doing now? Hey, I want to be one of y'all. Y'all want to learn how to get out of something y'all been in. Y'all had y'all way with it. All y'all going back to hell with all kind of double loopity-loop systems and overlapping houses and retrogrades and stuff like that. I ain't got to deal with none of that. I got the universe owe me and some. You know what I'm saying? The universe owe me and some. I'm taking it all. I'm taking everything that's mine. I'm not giving no grace no more either. I ain't sharing. You know what I'm saying? It was mine is mine. It was mine is mine. Especially when it comes to a goddamn female. I don't want to learn that. I don't want to learn that. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking everything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sitting back and chilling. Because all I see is Madame Blisky and stuff like that, and Queen Elizabeth and stuff like that. And I'm tired of the comic books and the Matrix movies they keep trying to remind us of they are the smack monkey ass halves that ain't half as intelligent as me. And they all had Peter shrimps and peanut butter shrimps and goddamn meatball shrimps and stuff like that, because I got some of these tarot cards and I seen some of these naked pictures, and I know y'all made a mistake. Not, spreading out throughout the land, seeing that it might have been different areas where it's different sizes at and stuff like that, or the geometrics of the geographical location. So I know y'all made a mistake, and then now y'all want to demonetize people based upon flashing tarot cards that y'all drew yourselves on there, though. Nobody told y'all, like, no, it ain't our fault y'all thought it was a small world when y'all only discovered y'all only miscellaneous uncircumcised phenotype. It ain't got nothing else to do with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing all I don't go across the buttercream land, go to a new park over the waters after you make a boat. Get jealous of other people. Get jealous. Now, creation of Americana. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of smack monkeys who know how to make boats. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got no goddamn hormone problems and shit like that, you ain't got no time to be making no boat. You too busy wanting to stay where you at. Said that I don't want to get too vulgar because I got the little bars I gotta chat, but just think about it. You at a house party that you don't want to leave at. You don't want to leave yet. Right? So you at a house party that you don't want to leave yet. So for the most part, why you gonna go try to get in the car and go somewhere else? Why you gonna go try to make a boat and go somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? You ain't bored. You somewhere where you want to be. You might not ever make up a concept of wanting to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So when you start to think about that template, man, that come from a bunch of insecurities and cats that was bored and stuff. They had good reasons to be bored, because life is like a box of chocolates. You know what I'm saying? Forrest Gump knew Bubba, and Bubba mother made a whole bunch of shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shrimp man energy. Oh, yeah, I keep that. Oh, shrimp man. I just want to be friends. Oh, I just want to be friends with other gender energy face. I want to spend my time making a tarot card face. A lot of y'all don't got their insecurities and stuff. But y'all accept they holy books and circumstances and stuff and deal with y'all life and mental crisis. Some bros, just smack monkeys. Some bros, you smack monkeys. Oh, cowabunga, Akuda Matata face. Akuda Matata. Akuda Matata. Oh, funk buttercream, goddamn Mustafa face. Old Timon and Puba neck. You rock Fifi stick next. That. Let's check this out. Oh, we're gonna get to the houses real quick. We're gonna get to the houses. But we're breaking out some spiritual context and stuff. Let y'all know what to look out for so y'all don't get rocked to sleep and stuff like that with y'all circumstances and situations y'all be in as humans with all y'all miscellaneous connections and goals and passions and gifts and goals. I'm saying real stuff. Real love matters. Family matters. Carl Winslow face. Eddie Winslow. That's his name. Yeah, that was Carl Winslow's son. Oh, Eddie Winslow hairline. Oh, they got the 3 head. Oh, put her that. You're supposed to have a 4-head. Your hairline start 4 inches above your eyebrows, not 3 inches. Oh, that's what Akon was inspired to be. You're going to go snap a picture of Eddie Winslow. Like, yeah, I want this hairline. Oh, I don't want to put her in that. Oh, melted plastic grease styrofoam cup hairline. Oh, I don't want to put her in that. Goddamn, I couldn't get on no goddamn form of social media or goddamn nothing and shit like that. So I think I took about 5 seconds and did some Mercury retrograde shit to prepare and got the hell off. I couldn't get on goddamn. So thank you so much for the cash app. Say I appreciate that for the bottom heart, real stuff. Cause I'm flunked out, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man. So every now and then I have to think about what men do. So it's like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and prepare myself for the Mercury retrograde or whatever like that. And then I went back to work. So that took about 5 seconds or probably like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I had to cross all social medias. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, Facebook, IG, YouTube. I even made a post. They're gonna strike me on goddamn it YouTube and shit like that. I can't upload on the Doelowdapilotman page until 6 days from now and stuff like that because of a post I made. I posted stay away from niggers. How's that something to get us a post? It wasn't even no video. Yeah, so they got some whole new algorithm stuff like that. So if you a content creator, don't use the word nigger with an ER on a post or something like that. They think it's got something to do with something else that they got nothing to do with. I'm talking about something in my personal life and stuff like that. Just flunked out people. You know, I say you can just be anywhere. You can be at Dunkin' Donuts or something like that, and then you can start to see how I see where this leads. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking from the whole purely ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't know how online and YouTube got something like this is weird. Like weird, which I'm too busy to even go live anyway. I'm saying low-key too busy to go live anyway, but so it don't really matter. But at the same time, it was weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just seen it at a time I wasn't trying to go live anyway, and I just seen it. I'm like, hold on, what did I get a strike for? And I see it based upon a stupid post. Like, well, this post ain't got nothing to do with nothing online, nothing to just real life. I thought everybody talk regular like this. I'm like, man, I can't even be myself. I can't even be from the hood online. I built online from me being myself. I said real stuff. I can't be myself no more. I'm talking about purely stuff in my actual life that make me who I am. You know what I'm saying? How's this a problem? This is getting weird. Honestly, it's getting a little weird. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is getting a little weird. I think it's too much reprobates that feelings get hurt, so they be striking and stuff. So YouTube don't want a certain type of community because too much soft spirits online. I think that's what it is. Too much weaklings. Too much weakling spirits online. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be experiencing online what I experience in my real life. Just a whole bunch of intimidation and stuff like that. I don't need all that. I'm trying to change the world. Why I'm even using spirituality? Because I could be ratchet too. I can hate more than people hate. Trust me. I be trying not to, especially online and stuff like that. But I don't need to be experiencing like my upbringings and stuff online amongst strangers and stuff. That get weird. Like especially when it comes to YouTube and stuff. That get kind of weird. Because I experienced some strong hate in my life. Even it don't even matter if it's family, friends, associate, people you helped or whatever like that. In my whole life, a person can't wait to destroy you or something like that, or can't wait to put you in some type of negative scenario or something like that. Like I really experienced what hate looked like. That's or y'all wouldn't know who I am today. For y'all to even see how this be playing out online, that's how my page be getting weird, my numbers and stuff like that. This some weird stuff. I really like had to go in depth for me to even talk about God the way I be talking about God and stuff like that. This some real stuff. Like when I be talking about that ambulance and if I die in the middle of the street, that's some. You think I be playing? Man, that come from a real place of experiences. You see what I'm saying? So like, I hate when I just come online and I start experiencing just because I got the aura of that. For some reason, it play out like a ghost through strangers, and all strangers do the same thing. Like you're like, what the hell is this? This is weird. This is weird. Oh, this is weird. Like it don't matter how it is. Either it'll be something that you be knowing it's gonna happen, but you be thinking like, all right, it might be different this time, and you will help at the situation, whether family, friends, or associates, be secretly trying to put you in a scenario to get one up on you in some way, shape. I don't know if all y'all may have experienced that. Y'all may not be spiritual. I think it may be a spiritual thing, or something like that, or some type of creative gift where you just talented. So don't nobody want you in the front. Don't nobody want you in the front of the stage or be the leader or anything of that nature. But so it's like you on your own type energy. You on your own in all scenarios, from your parents and grandparents. You on your own. You know what I'm saying? But you can see how others interact with others. Like, wait a minute, everybody else ain't on their own or something like that. I think that's a spiritual thing. So I think only true spiritual people experience that, and people who just actually just down here as demons trying to find spirituality, they're trying to get out of something they already got access to, which is like consideration, reciprocation, and stuff like that, and being able to consider someone else in your mind and present people to present them to your audience or some weird stuff, or however the case may be. But whatever y'all humans be doing. What? I seen it. Me and God seen it be done. But God had to slow up God's children for doing that. So if you're a spiritual person, you're not even really supposed to be doing that unless you're finding true spiritual people and stuff like that. You're not supposed to really participate in that, because you would do that, but you don't get that in return. You would get some conniving energy, because the power that God gave you is for you. It ain't for you to give to others. And anytime you give to a damaged demon, a damaged human, that demon would destroy you, because you're giving that demon access to some power God gave you. God didn't give you that power for them. And if you want to make it make sense, that's just purely a thought and a feeling. These care energies that you direct some thought and feeling that God gave you, when you give it to an unworthy spirit, that spirit would use it as a weapon to destroy you. But can't no spirit take anything away from any other spirit that God gave them. And if you are an individual that God gave something to, you will know it based upon even when you help an individual and they would take that and help others or consider others before you based upon some type of mind game or some type of insecurity or some type, however the case may be. All that is demonic. All of it. When you God's children, you have to look at all of that as demonic and don't participate. You know what I'm saying? So it's not you thinking you're doing something for God, being a nice person. You have to be nice for God. And sometimes that take being evil to actual people that you think you being nice to, that's actually demons. But you might not be able to see it like that if you're not on a mission for God. And they can play out as your family, friends. So it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? It has no discrimination. Pardon me. It has no discrimination. So you have to be aware when God gives you something, you keep that dear close, because you'll find yourself being in this world developing the same thing that humans develop: care. You might even get rocked to sleep by certain individuals with a false sense of care or something like that. Like I said, it could be family or whatever, but it could be based on lead you into directions that you don't necessarily want to go in, or shit that's not for you, or college degrees that you don't necessarily want to get the PhD for and stuff, or however what you call these things. So at some point, it'll be certain situations you go through that'll show you that every time, before you know it's something that's God giving you, you would think it's something you got, and you would think it's something that you're supposed to do in the world when you're given it. And it'll be purely a care of a thought or a feeling based upon something that you think in the world that you're supposed to do, that purely is on the basis of a desire. And anything that you're doing that has basis of desires in it, you're going to attract a bunch of other spirits that have that desire. So a lot of times you have to realize it's not even necessarily you that individuals may like or interested in, or what you think your power is. It's the access that you was able to have. And that's the thing that God gave you that's beyond you. It had nothing to do with you. And every time you don't take responsibility for that and you give it to others, but God gave it to you, this where you're getting ready to get it taken from someone else that God used as a vessel, because they're the vessel now, because you're no longer it, because you gave what God gave you to them, or it, or that object, or that distraction, or that person, or that place, or that thing. You see what I'm saying? And that's when you start reaping what you sowed, because you start looking at what you actually did have access to and start to see everything you took advantage of it, and things of that nature. That's why I say, for y'all humans, cherish the individuals that's in y'all lives that y'all close to, or that can help you be productive or spark your inspiration or creativity in some way, shape, or form. Based upon y'all already having access to that, but take advantage of that so often, due to the fact that there would be no such thing as all y'all having exes or situations that didn't work anymore, or all that other type stuff. These are human affairs that y'all already have access to as humans, that really y'all supposed to do, but y'all just take advantage of it based upon being lost in desires. So you do these things in the wrong way amongst wrong people, places, and things that lead to having a detach in certain areas where, on an angelic mission or an angel mission, male or female, these are things you have to detach from in the first place and find these things in those areas. And then when you come back in this world, you have to change the world by being separate from those things, while not casting stones at those things like it's something you yearn for, because you have to understand, as an angel or angelic energy, male or female spirit, that these are circumstances how we got lost in the first place, and humans are just doing it after the fact with the other species, animals and stuff like that. So a lot of them may have to take more eons to get out of that. And a lot of these things, for you to fight it, it'll look like you're jealous of it, or it'll look like you're separating from what they're enjoying at the moment, which is a heaven that's becoming a hell. So they have to learn and fall in that abyss for themselves, and falling in that love of chakras and desires and energies of organs and stuff like that. And then for the most part, anytime a angel or angelic being intervene anyway, the same thing happens, what I was just explaining. The power that God give the angels to be the messengers, anytime we give it away for a human or a demon to carry on that message, they never do anything with it. They always disrespect it, spit on it, never reciprocate it, never even support the angel that they got it from, or however the case may be, and then go give it to another low-hanging fruit human, and then it's just a piece of God work lost into the world amongst demons to go in and feed off that fruit that actually doesn't even go in no productive area. That was the whole purpose in the first place. And then for the most part, this leads into a circumstance where angels keep falling when it comes into our mission and things of that nature, where we have no actual people to do the mission with. So we just have to change the actual mentality of the world, and actually hopefully that spark one mind, and then y'all humans that already got access with each other, y'all can do whatever y'all been doing in a much more sufficient manner, so y'all can become angels, and angels don't have to keep falling to become y'all. Y'all can actually get like us and become angels, and we'll all be closer to God. And that's as far as it goes when it comes to the allegory of angels not supposed to intervene also. Based upon even time, and y'all could use me as an example. Every time I even try, it don't work. So it ain't even no point of even trying to do what I was previously talking about as far as 7 years and all that stuff ago. But at the same time, what I'm doing now is based upon just what I want to do, and based upon having fun and whatever the case may be. This, and I'm coming back one more time, and then that's it. Everybody should already have that spark in the mind to be able to accumulate, come together, and do this little atmospherical energy, or at least take it serious, because it's not going to be taken serious in this eon. Right now, it's just taken as the area I run right now, entertainment. So it just lead as entertainment. It don't really, even though I be speaking, like my channel is based upon education. I think it's just the way I look, my energy or whatever like that, me trying to make it out the hood, is more entertaining than education, religion, politics. So even the type of crowd I may attract is more in the entertained mind and a personal thought and feeling, other than the knowledge itself and the whole goal and mission. And if I was to have the right support from humanity, and when I'm speaking out of my mouth without people being blinded in how I look or how I express, then it'd actually be the actual. But it's still things that y'all have to get out of as far as these stimuli and stuff like that that actually make that the actual issue in the first place, because these are things we all deal with, y'all all deal with yourselves as humans. So it's like a self-reflecting on a small scale. So where it get tricky. So it'll be certain words I start to use where it has no choice but to seem like I'm talking about myself, where I'm talking about all of us. And you're supposed to be saying, listening, like whatever I'm saying is you saying these things to yourself, if I was to get into that type of dialogue. But we not there yet, because that'll be the next shift, which is 7 years from now. Hopefully the survival of the fittest still be here. And if it's some serious people that'll support me in some way, as far as real life, when we is in this new shift or whatever like that, that'll be the time that I start breaking down that shift. And then after that, it'll be body language. And then the whole world will be in a form of body. And then I'll run that, because that's God language or science ritual and things of that nature, where we're communicating. Well, how I've been talking about for the past 7 to 10 years. God don't even like me saying that. We're going to break down the houses, though, too. Let me just get right real quick. Quick commercial break. Yeah, but God don't even like me saying 7 years, 10 years. God like, God damn, fuck them humans. But yeah, we're about to be going through a shift. The next 7 years, going by 2029 or 2030, and then that's when they're going to be fully impact with the Sky TV. So, based upon everything that we kicking right now, especially me, I'm actually putting in the work. So, you know, the Masonic firm and govern your mind meant told people, right? They're in a circumstance in a situation where, thank you so much for the cash app, Tokyo. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And if that's a reading, I'm going to get right to it. I still got some readings to do. I'm going to get right to it. Damn, I missed my point too. Let me get back to my point. That just made me think about all the readers I got to do. Yeah, this giving the people in the shadows, right? Galactic people. It's giving them the idea on what type of egg that they throw at the wall to see what sticks or not, right? So based upon the people who express how aware we are, this let them know that they can't do no dumb stuff. So instead of Project Bluebeam getting ready to be used the way it was going to be used before, they're creating a new egg box of how they're going to use it now, so it can appear to be more convenient. So you know how we got like Titantrons, or how we got like, you know, projection screens when you're in history class. That's going to be the new thing when it comes to virtual reality and imagery, that we can project anywhere there's a background of whatever that they can kind of pull out from the radiation that they're trying to harness when they're in the atmosphere that create the blue spectrum. And that's going to be beyond blue screen. I mean, yeah, beyond green screen. And it's going to be blue screen. And then we're going to be able to use that atmosphere to be able to project images with a projector to formulate an actual image with the 5G tower and the other tower to connect to it, and then get us all into these other things of that nature. So instead of them going to be presenting like angels or demons coming or Jesus coming with the Project Blue Beam, they changed it now. We're going to be able to watch things like online in the sky, or through in thin air or something like that, where you could project a screen in the room if you got that little radiation thing there. So we'll have to probably buy like a little radiation tube that we'll put in a certain area. So when you turn it on, it'll have the frequencies aligning from the ground to the ceiling. And then if you buy the little software virtual reality thing, without it being virtual reality, you can look at Wi-Fi. I mean, you can hook it up and have your phone or your computer or your tablet play on a screen in the middle of the room in thin air, based on that radiation thing when you turn it on and hook it up with the phone or something like that. Kind of like how Yoda in Star Wars, every time he was bringing Obi-Wan Kenobi after Obi-Wan Kenobi died, so for Obi-Wan Kenobi to be a messenger through R2-3-2, whatever, it project them in the middle of the radiation of R2-D2, whatever the case may be. And you can see Obi-Wan Kenobi, even if he ain't there, to give a message to Luke Skywalker, I'm your father. So that's what they get ready to do with the Project Blue Beam. So it's going to be another rocket y'all to sleep to make y'all think of some convenience, and before you know it, you got another kind of air bill or something like that. So it get deep. I wish I had my Ratchet channel this week, because I would have did a whole live stream on it. I would have did a whole live stream on it. Whew, all right, I was just taking a breather, y'all. When I dive back in, and try to do as many readings as I can. And I think I seen some personal consultants too. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some personal consultants that people that I seen. I'm gonna be setting them up tomorrow for the evening through 1 through 6 p.m. 1 p.m. through 6 p.m. All right. Now we got Moon conjuncting Lilith. So with the Moon getting ready to conjunct Lilith, right now we may feel emotionally embarrassed about something that deals with Virgo energy, whether it's stability, things that we're worrying about, structure, money, material, things we're trying to keep track on and keep on task. These are areas of life that we may feel highly embarrassed about. So you want to make sure that you're not in no space where you're even experiencing that peer pressure. Like you around the wrong type of friends and family to even be feeling like that. Like I thought y'all humans, see, that's when y'all humans, I see y'all do it in negative ways, especially when I be in the hood and stuff like that. But most of the time y'all do it in good ways. Like I thought y'all humans supposed to come together through even hard times and stuff. So you are cool with someone even if they fell off. Like you might have been cool with someone who ran a goddamn rim business or something like that, and now they're getting ready to join another business or something like that, and you didn't the support or something like that. You're supposed to be around these people. So if you lost that rim business or goddamn beauty business or beauty salon business, you won't be around people that make you feel embarrassed, or family member. You'll have people speaking life, like, yeah, I help you do this next thing, or you should do this next thing if you don't need my, you know what I'm saying? But if you're around energies of feeling embarrassed about some type of material, because the moon going in Virgo and it's getting ready to conjunct Lilith, that you planted bad seeds, because that's how angels see it. You must be around people, places, and things that you accumulated that you got no business accumulating, and you probably need to start separating yourself or lessening the time being around these people, places, and things if you feel embarrassed. Like, these things might take more money than it's supposed to, and then when you look at it, like, and you feel embarrassed about it, leave that thing alone. That location, that bar, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can go to the goddamn liquor store and get a goddamn it almost a gallon of something for the price that they be charging for just a freaking cup at the club or the bar or whatever like that when y'all be going. So, you know, to stop going to that location, or you at the wrong location if it's making you worry about Virgo stuff emotionally. And then for the most part, and then that takes us to the and then people, if you're around people, family members, associates, whatever, and then if you getting low on cash, or if you need assistance with something, but you get that weird second thought of you shouldn't ask, or you're going to be seen this way or whatever like that, oh, that's already confirmation. You around the wrong family members, you're around the wrong friends. You shouldn't even what. So if you're in that situation, the only thing I can say for y'all humans that's in that situation, you planted bad seeds. Like, you planted bad seeds. And if you're in a situation that you got that, don't take advantage of that, because a lot of times everybody getting their ego when y'all be in y'all human circumstances too. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, also, so yeah, if you got that embarrassment energy and stuff like that, you shouldn't, because Lilith ain't supposed to play out like that when you're doing things the right way. Now, or sometimes it might just take you to be dolo, separate from individuals, stuff like that. So you take that, what they call that when you get like a let's say somebody put you onto something nasty like kale or something, like not kale, but what's them cow tongue or something like that. Let's say somebody put you onto a nasty food. What's that term? Acquired taste. Okay, so it's like that. Ooh, pardon me. But it's like a acquired an expression. Lilith don't play out down here. Nothing else but an acquired expression. So it's something you had to been developed, like an indoctrination or a generational curse you accept for you to even have that embarrassment. For an example, let's say you was raised with no indoctrination with indigenous people. So you don't know what it even mean not to urinate in front of people. You see what I'm saying? So when you come across a civilized group of people and you see them having bathrooms and stuff, you may think this is weird or something like that. So it's almost like you got to have an acquired character. You see what I'm saying? For the most part, on both sides, you have to have like an acquired character. That's how Lilith play out. Went down here. It's not something that's already there. It's something that has to be developed. So when you take an indigenous person and move them in a civilized area, they have to develop that embarrassment energy. They have to develop being embarrassed of using a bathroom in front of people, because they wasn't raised with no indoctrination. So they had to acquire that trait. Just like a person that get put onto something nasty, but somebody probably described it to them as it can help their health in some way, shape, or form. So that's what make a person want to acquire, and then they might start liking it after they get used to it. So it's a development. So that's how Lilith play out down here also. So a lot of times there really ain't nothing to be embarrassed about if it ain't got nothing to do with how they built the world and Walt Disney. So when you understand that, you could defeat Lilith and actually use these things to develop more positive energies in your life by transmuting a vulnerable circumstance into an ego, and allow your vulnerability to become an ego and become a phoenix. And that's having real, true, divine emotional intelligence. So keep that in mind too. All right, but let's get into the houses. Now look, check this out. Now wherever ooh, I need grandma and grandma trying to come in. Now look, wherever you got the house that Virgo is at, that's going to be the area of life that you need to react and respond to in a Virgo-like way. You know what I'm saying? Because you already got that area, but right now that's going to be the main focus, so you ain't going to be able to be distracted into other areas. So if you have planted bad seeds, then you're going to be able to be aware of that during this particular time, even when you was busy with other things, and these things ain't come back to bite you in the butt yet. So keep that in mind too. So with the first house, it's going to be worried about self. So you might be in a situation where you worry about your personality, your personal issues, your personal affairs, and do you got enough money or stability or work ethic towards that. Second house is going to be value and unnecessary things. So you might be valuing unnecessary things that lead you into stress and worry. With people, places, and things that don't give you that same equilibrium or that balance to a certain degree. So you need to keep that in mind too. Third house, there's going to be worried about friends. So you may be worried about some type of friends or worried about some type of circumstance in your environment. So try not to stress too much about that. Fourth house, worried about home. You may be worried about family, home, that you probably need to give your money. Don't let no family member rock you to sleep and things of that nature. They might be acting a certain way just because they know that you will do that for them when you act that way. When they act that way. Fifth house, this is going to be worried about character. So you may be worried about the expression of yourself or others and what you're entertaining at this moment, and you might start worrying about entertaining things that's more productive, especially when it comes towards your health and things that deal with jobs and routines and patterns. Seventh house, you're going to be worried about relationships. So you may be putting yourself into trying to place out some way of how to make a relationship work. So try not to distract yourself with a relationship that don't even appear to work anyway. You know what I'm saying? Eighth house, worried about desires. So you may be worried about some type of desire, passion, or some type of sexual partner or something like that. You might need to chill and start to worry about things more productive during this particular time, especially with this grand trine happening in Earth. Ninth house, you might be worried about teaching, learning, or which advice that you was given to, and is it working or not, or your moral system, or the advice you get ready to give to others. It may be somebody who needs your help and something like that, and then you're kind of worried about if you're giving them the right advice or not. So, if you even in that situation in the first place, you need to tell them you ain't got no advice to give them. You know what I'm saying? Because they might want to ask you or something like that, tell you that they get ready to jump off the bridge, and they wait for you to give them some feedback. So just tell them to jump. You know what I'm saying? Then when you got 10th house, worried about your status. So you may be worried about your status, what you're known for, how you're seen, and try to spend some money on investing in yourself so you're not seen in a certain way of whatever that you develop right now. Also, 11th house, this is going to be worried about your associations. So you might be worried about your associates and your associations. Don't be worried about no smack monkeys. You probably associated with people that's unproductive. So don't do that if you got Virgo in the 11th house. And then 12th house, worried about your dreams. And a lot of y'all dreams are delusions. So try not to be trying to spend no money or worry or stress yourself out about some reciprocation about a dream that ain't even a dream. You know what I'm saying? Because you thought you was Martin Luther King or Martin Luther Queen. You know what I'm saying? And that's the yabbity dabbity do. That's all, folks. I'm still on break, y'all. My break ain't no. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. But yeah, get into some deep spirituality. That's what this is what to look out for when y'all talk about getting into these energies that we got to prepare for and stuff like that. My back is scratching. I need a good kneecap. I'm saying good kneecap. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We moving along faster. Some of y'all humans got to come back 10, 20,000 more eons. Some of y'all just 5. Some of y'all 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? I just got to come back one more lifetime. That's it. After this lifetime, one more lifetime. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta bring hell down here at 9 years old. That's my last thing. And be extremely stoic. Because God said I could cheat now. So this is the ability I got, because I was never allowed to cheat. I was allowed to cheat this time because I only got one more lifetime to come. So God said I could cheat right now. And for the most part, this ability carries on to the last lifetime I come, this next lifetime after this one. And I'm allowed to cheat early. I'm allowed to cheat that whole way through. So I'm going to be born coming out my mama's ass with wings and stuff like that. If we ain't in some type of world that we all got wings as far as the people I bring, that I make angels in this world. This world I come back in one more time, it might not technically be this reality that's a human one, but it might still be in this frequency vibration. So I'm just gonna be fucking with y'all and shit like that. But I'm gonna be doing what I'm doing, not knowing this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? In that type of circumstance. Cause yeah, I done passed every test. And this that I could pass now. But based upon timing and stuff like that, it's things I could have did better as far as I didn't destroy everything. It was things I'm still attached to. I got to get rid of these last things I'm attached to, so I'm not attached to the human stimuli anymore. I'm saying, which I never really was attached to the human still line. I chose to come back in this one because I'm tired of being in limbo also. And those other realm realities you can't experience as in depth of experiences as here. But I don't even like it because I don't really got no reason to even be here in this one. I don't even really like it. But I can't do anything that ain't got nothing to do with God. I have to do what God need me to do. You know what I'm saying? Which is all possibilities, bring something new possible. So like, but I didn't maximize everything. So I didn't made it more comfortable for y'all to be teachers. I done made it more comfortable for y'all to be singers and rappers, actors and actresses, to be yourself, to be in your position, and to manifest a situation where a person not even judge you. Once upon a time, a person would be like, how you even a teacher in your crib? How you even a teacher smoke anything like it, like all that? Y'all don't got to worry about any of those things no more. You know what I'm saying? Even though that won't get respected down here, but at least my job is done. That's only for me and God to know that we mission accomplished right there. That's really only for me and God to know. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. That's dope when I go back and have my conversations with God and shit like that to realize I did that part. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? That was real cool. That was cool. But then that's as far as it go in this eon. The next one I'm coming at 9 years old, Uriel. You know what I'm saying? This time around was 16, 17-year-old Uriel. I've been was as far as using the name and Dolo and stuff. But next time around, I'm gonna do that at 9. Do Dolo and Uriel at 9 years old. I'm saying, well, stop, because this is real powerful. I got a real mission. I always got to be Father Madam. Like I always got to be the parent of the world. So this time was only at 15 and 16 and 17. Next time I got to be like at 9. So not only do I got to come back and raise myself again, but I got to be the parent of myself since 9, not just starting at, you know what I'm saying, 14 and 15 and then using Uriel 16, 17 and Dolo. It got to be like 9 years old, but raising myself from 3 to 9 and 9 being Uriel and then creating Dolo party at 12 years old and stuff like that. And then by the time I'm 16 or 17 or something like that, it'd be world domination and take over or something like that. Okay. Because pretty much whatever I'm going to do then is going to be something I started too. I did first. And then everybody got comfortable with doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's always like Uriel fell in all realm realities first. So even when it comes to God, you know what I'm saying? The first implosion of just a space before it was an awareness, a specific space and location for God, even though God got different spaces and location. I was that first imploded space. So then when God started to look or be aware of that space, you know what I'm saying? That space was Uriel on the west side. It was Uriel. And then God liked it that first. And then that's the flight boss. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Boom, flight boss. That thought, the face of God and stuff like that. Then so I'm the first thought. I'm the first thought. I'm the first thing God got lost in. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I got all the magic tricks. I don't gotta learn nothing. I don't gotta learn nothing that I already know about. When it comes to math, esoteric, astrology, concept, I gotta learn something I already know about. If I'm the first thing God even used as a tool to even create these things, the whole world made out of my mental blocks. I am the mental world. I'm Uriel, the first fallen world, the mental world. Y'all body that became flesh is my mind. So I'm stuck in limbo. I'm in y'all mind. Y'all don't want me nowhere else but in y'all mind. You know what I'm saying? So I automatically know what I experienced in my real life when it comes to family, friends, associates, and stuff, because I experienced this in all eons and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just an energy of like a Bible energy. I'm only supposed to be in people's mind. I ain't supposed to be down here on earth. You know what I'm saying? So it gets weird where it'd be a person that probably secretly like me or something like that, but express hatred towards me or something like that. Because they might not know why they do it. Like family, friends, associates, people, police officers, they did judges, they didn't know why they did it. You know what I'm saying? But I know why they did it. They're like, Uriel, why is you out of our mind? Why is you here in the flesh? But in my presence, they can't like not do what I say. It don't matter if it's a judge or whatever. I could not have no job or nothing. I only had one job, so like that been long gone before I got full custody. You know what I'm saying? These are things you need. You need like stamps. You need other people agreeing, all that type of stuff. Like I ain't had none of these things. All I had was just me and the judge listen to me. The police in the room listen to everybody in the room. This is my decision. Saying real stuff. Now, from a distance or something like that, I can't expect this judge to be like, hey, Uriel, let me make you a lot of money because you could be in office and stuff. I can't find that. But in my presence, they got to listen to me anyway. No matter if they're older or whatever, it just don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So I start to realize certain things. This world is just mine. Like, this is my mental block. Like, I ain't even supposed to be walking around down here in the stimuli. No, I'm saying this frequency vibration. It's like old and outdated to me. I ain't supposed. So that's why I'm training angels right now. Cause like I need to speed up some of y'all processes or something like that. Cause I can't get out of limbo without no teamwork makes the dream work effort. Like I cannot go to a world with that new atmospheric form and be the only atmosphere there. So that atmosphere that I create is still going to be a part of this atmosphere everybody participating with that make these type of organs and stimuli. So the most I can do, because I can't stay in a realm of reality by myself, the most I can do is in that form that's a little bit connected with this form is come into these forms as in the flesh to bring those forms down here that's still light in weight and density, which is this gas and liquid, my thoughts and feelings. And my thoughts and feelings is the energy that I'm bringing from that space I'm in, Uriel, the spirit, that far space, and I'm creating a form that's condensed out of that gas and liquid down here for y'all to show y'all there's other forms we could create based upon I still have to participate with teamwork makes the dream work. And until we all create an atmosphere there, that's the only way we all can go to that world. And until y'all get out of these human stimuli, how y'all created it in the first place, all y'all want your own world, so it's all separate. It's harder and harder for y'all to come together. So it's harder and harder for y'all to see things in the inverted way. So you constantly see it in reverse. So instead of me being an angel and saying, this is how you do it, and you can't hear it from nobody else but me, y'all still got to get out of the concept of, well, how he know about it, and if I was to do this, why I can't do it myself like Heaven Gates and his people, and I just do it a better way than that, and why is this, and then I can't even get into even deeper than that. Those are the first things that y'all going to hell, and that's how y'all created this world. Y'all egos don't have anything to do with angels, but y'all mix it with it. And it don't. Angels don't even have egos. I don't have no ego. So when I express ego, mine be justified for God. It don't be having nothing to do with y'all smack monkey human affairs. You know what I'm saying? So when I get in my ego, Mason's feelings get hurt. People who work at YouTube feelings get hurt. Like, because of my mind synchronicity and connection and my wide range of connections and networking and how I'm interacting in the spiritual world and the physical world. Like, y'all don't know the half of it, like, low-key. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird how it's weird in the world. But y'all don't know the half. You know what I'm saying? The things I be trying to do and not do is beyond what y'all humans be thinking, if y'all be thinking at all. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I be having to put in that esoteric work, or y'all wouldn't know who I am. I'd be nothing and something like that. So, yeah, so for the most part, that's the main thing y'all seeing down here. Also, when you on a spiritual path, I'm already on one. So y'all can, I've been on one for eons. So y'all can use my channels, always for an example of what you're going to endure. Maybe next eon or even early stages in this lifetime and stuff like that. It even got nothing to do with physicality. When you're pure as a spirit, God, that's the concept of you being closer to God, cleanliness. That's a beautiful spirit. Beautiful spirits don't resonate in this demonic world. Thank you so much for the donations too, Lotto. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. Like, you have to be hard when you're a beautiful spirit. You could be in the ugliest physical body in the world. If you're a beautiful spirit, you feel even more damaged than a person who is ugly, but they act ugly too. You'll be able to see them get reciprocation from the world, human connections, all kind of stuff. Because you're a beautiful spirit, you really don't even belong down here. But you're here to beautify the world. So that becomes your mission, which is really frustration for you. You might feel like you punished by God. But to everybody else, you look like you blessed. You caught in limbo. You caught in limbo. When you go on your own mission, what I'm talking about, you gonna know exactly what I'm trying to say. And it don't matter how good you try to be, you're not in the world that your goodness is reciprocated. You will come to that conclusion. You will understand why I say in the Bible, God hated creating humanity. You will see why in the Bible it's revelation in there. You will see in the Bible why God always sending angels like me to destroy stuff. Like you will see why that is. But if you ain't on no spiritual mission, you, even if you is religious, you won't be looking at those scriptures. You'll be looking at narcissistic scriptures and shit in Psalms, stuff that please your emotions and your desires and your insecurities and your mental crutches. You won't be looking at the esoteric witchcraft of how to use it to sublimate your life. That's like stuff in the Book of Chronicles, Book of Kings, Ecclesiastic and stuff, Numbers. These things are like witchcrafts that just how they built society that don't have anything to do with anything with the words they using. They just put words on it, but it's like them understanding some type of universal law or mechanism that's beyond the people they talking about in the Bible. If you look at those parts, that's you got to be in the mind state of somebody that's trying to be somebody already. If you in a damaged and victimizing state, you're gonna find those scriptures of narcissism, stuff that please you, that don't make you get up off your ass and do anything about it and make Jesus take the wheel. When you're about something type of person and not a bullshit person, you'll find, if you're religious, you find them scriptures that make you get up off your ass and Job and all that shit, to the point that you ain't letting Jesus take the wheel. You realize that you are the vessel for God, and that's what the role was Jesus was supposed to be. You're supposed to be as it, not a follower, but as it. You're supposed to do like it. So that you'll understand that. So that takes you into other scriptures. You'll pass up all that victimizing shit. You'll be going to the scriptures that lead into manifesting and materializing, having good family and corporation and money and stuff like that, and being able to look at it like, oh, here's the scripture that says to be spiritual don't have anything to do with being broke. You'll be able to find them scriptures. You'll come across some broke family member or something like that saying, oh, no, if you spiritual, you supposed to do, they really just trying to get some change out of you to go get a beer or something like that. But they'll be pulling out the victimizing scriptures that they got the wrong starting point about it. Wrong interpretation about it. That's why y'all got to be careful who y'all even around based upon the character. The character going to lead into what they're using externally to fulfill that. But what they're using externally to fulfill that don't be having anything to do with the insecurity itself first. And once you read a person's character and insecurity, you know that once that thing, they get fulfilled with that, they utilize something else. But it's always that main character that you need to look at. Because wherever a person go, there they are. And that's how you understand spiritual entrapment. You know what I'm saying? So you can save yourself from, devastating family members, friends, and associates and co-workers that sometimes you probably put faith and belief in as far as potential, and there's no potential there. Because when you a beautiful spirit for God, you are automatically and always in the energy of seeing others the way you see yourself. And you see yourself like you're capable. You're not a victim. You always are you don't even find a period of time you was a victim, even when you was going through justified victimizing situations, because through those situations you always find out how you made it out of something faster than everybody else who was involved. So even in them victimizing situations, you see the success and be able to make a situation sound more lighter, other than trauma bonding in order to rock people to sleep and pander to individuals that's trauma bonding with you and things of that nature, especially when we come online to be monetized at these particular times. And going through all those situations and stuff like that. God, thank you so much for the donation. Ma, I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. God, your beautiful spirit when you see everybody the way you see yourself, and the way you see yourself is capable. So anytime you give what God gave you to another individual that you think, or they rocked you to sleep to, and some false character and stuff like that, you get let down because they disrespect the energy in some way, shape, or form, thinking that it has something to do with you or something that you had access to, and it ain't had nothing to do with God. So therefore, when you start to experience that and you're in that position, that lets you know you are a beautiful spirit, but you're getting ready to get turned ugly and dry, and God telling you to separate from them circumstances, because what's actually going on is God gave you something that you gave away based upon something that you want in this world. And you're not supposed to be giving away what God gave you because you want. No, you need to sacrifice yourself and only be doing things for God. What God gave you, you need to be doing that for you. And sometimes that means sacrificing from wants and needs. And that goes for people, places, and things too, especially when it comes to the godly mission. Thank you so much for the donation, Yesenia Ray. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. So I kind of want. We got 20 more minutes. I'm going 20 more minutes. I don't want my break to be over. Because once I go in, I can't talk like this no more. It's a main focus towards one person, but it's all good. I'm not complaining. But you need to understand, when God gives something to you and you give it away and things of that nature, you get punished. And it looked like in this reality that you're getting punished from people, but it's really God punishing you, because God was expecting you to do something with that, and you gave it to something else, a person, place, or thing, because it was something you wanted. And it ain't about what you want. It's about what God needs you to do. Thank you so much for the donation, Benefits Boss. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. Y'all got to really understand that. You know what I'm saying? And you will be hurt along the way. You know what I'm saying? Because certain trains that you have to get on are going to detach you from certain geographical locations in the esoteric world that has certain people, places, and things in it that you probably actually cared for. But they're not meant for the destination that God got for you. And the more that you try to slow down that esoteric train so they can jump on with a goddamn passport or a ticket, the more that you don't get to the destination that God, and God might even put you on the wrong path because you try to redirect and tell the goddamn pilot to go down this direction to meet somebody in some goddamn hole in the wall club that you ain't had no business going in. I see that, people. Thank you so much for the cash app, Corey Wright. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And if that's a reading, I'm gonna get to the email. So you need to keep that in mind. And a lot of times, you don't know demons will be amongst you when it comes to friends, family, and associates. And you be walking around with some gold that God gave you. And you don't know how people may come to you to get that gold. And for the most part, you'll be thinking that you're developing care, but you're actually giving away what God gave you. And in some ways, if you don't be able to understand that, you'll be somewhere left high, hanging with no support, no help. And then everything that God gave you gave to others, they go take that and actually help others and actually build some type of situation. Just for them all to fall into the same situation that you in, where God gave you something, just for it all to be a failure world. Thank you so much for the donation, Royal Black. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. I'm not individual. So when you're a beautiful spirit, it's things that God give you that you got to keep to yourself, and you got to be strong. You got to be strong. Now, when you're in this area, you're going to be able to compare and contrast between beautiful and ugly spirits. And you're going to see how ugly spirits have to utilize a lot of makeup in the esoteric world in order to become beautiful. So they make up a lot of characteristics, make up a lot of false egos, make up a lot of how they see themselves, and think that they don't want to see nothing less, without actually putting in the God energy work for it to actually be like that. And then they put themselves into a circumstance where they're living for others, living for insecurity to be blocked, living for blocking chakras and only wanting to lead into expectations. And all of this is ugly energies, not for God and things of that nature, because these individuals can't see individuals like themselves. So they only compare and contrast. But here's the underlying kicker. We all spirits. So in some aspect, we all in our own form. So before we even think about something outside of us, it comes from our own template. So if you're not doing enough shadow work, you might not know how to cover up in a wise way when you're self-reflecting. So a person is going to self-reflect how they see themselves anyway. So you already know you're not around a beautiful spirit if a person is always negative. And a person can't focus when you put positive things on, as far as like things online or things that can help them with their circumstance or conversations that you have if you're a productive individual. And they can't seem to focus, or they're distracted and they pull out their phone or computer or tablet and things of that nature again. Okay, these are individuals that just want handouts, or they're getting ready to destroy you if they utilize a little bit of manipulation. You know what I'm saying? So you need to keep that in mind also. And these are ugly spirits because they don't see themselves as nothing. So even if they see somebody is somebody around them, they're going to point or find something how this person ain't nobody. They're going to find something to dislike about this person. They're going to find something that they think they could do better than this person. Keyword F, they was in this person's position. But they got all these thoughts, yet they're not in this position. You know why? Because they are ugly spirit. And God don't like ugly. And I don't know why y'all humans don't understand that. Y'all are too lost in y'all like egos about something. Or y'all got the fake God belief. That's all I could chalk it up to. Y'all not really spiritual. Like, and I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all know I'm just speaking in context right now because I'm on break. You know what I'm saying? I like speaking spiritual. So it gets weird and things of that nature. But that's when you know you're a beautiful spirit for God. And God might put you through situations, or you might put yourself through situations where you have to start to realize that you're giving something away that ain't yours. And you might think it's yours until you go through those situations to realize it ain't. It's something was given to you. And once you go through those situations to realize it ain't yours, it'll be something that you're doing that you actually gain prosperity in, but you also witness the failure of it anytime you use it for some other expression that you think you want. And you'll be thinking that whatever you're doing is something solely based on you, but you'll always see it fail when you take the access or the accumulation from that for something that you want, if it ain't got nothing to do with God. And then when you start to go through those situations, those cycles, you'll start to be able to compare and contrast. Oh, this ain't me accumulating something and me trying to get what I want and it just keep failing. It's me giving away something that ain't mine, and it wasn't for me to give it away. So when I give it away for what I wanted, this why I don't get what I want when I give it away, as far as that energy or that attention that was given to you. Because when you give it away to someone or places or things that wanted that, not you. Knowing that you the individual that could keep reproducing it. But God won't allow you to keep reproducing it if you keep taking advantage and abusing what God gave you by giving it away to the wrong individuals or circumstances or situations. So you need to keep that in mind also. You know what I'm saying? And so when God gives you something, you have to go through those situations to realize the only reason you got those abilities that someone else don't got, and the only reason you was in those situations thinking that everybody else could have those thoughts too, and then even if you're around people who don't have those thoughts, you can help them have it, you'll start to realize that that's a want, and that's an ability you think you got. But then you'll start to realize through those situations, no, you got that ability because it was given to you. That's why they don't got it. And based upon you wanting to prove something or something like that, that's based upon you giving something away that was given to you. And when something given to you, even when it comes to knowledge, and even when you're around people that's family, friends, or associate that can be useful for it, that can use it based on their character, God might still need you to keep that for you and don't give them that information because it might mess things up for you if you're not realizing it for this aspect. Let's say God give you a musician talent. You got a best friend or a family member that's terrible. And let's say they may not even be terrible, but their character, their background, their reputation in that area that even the musicians know, right? You might be getting ready to get a deal. You can help them after you get the deal. But you know, if you tell them you're getting ready to go take the interview for a deal, it's going to be hard for you to get them off your back for them wanting to come with you. But you know, there's a slight chance of you bringing them, it could destroy your opportunity based upon their reputation or what they possibly may act, how they may act, right? So God gave you that ability, and that ability gave you the concept of having that network that it had nothing to do with your smack monkey sister, brother, or your friend, right? And therefore, if you was to give that knowledge to them, you possibly could destroy your situation that God had for you, that if you would have just sat still, you could have used that to help them while keeping them in a position of preventing them from messing things up for you. Because whatever you're doing is for God, not them. You see what I'm saying? I gotta use the restroom, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all better believe what's going down in this motherfucking world. And this is what you got to understand too. And what God gave you, a lot of individuals going to want. And you have to be aware of all the ways of how they will come to get it. But you will know when you fall short going through the ups and downs and starting to realize that what you had ain't something you created to actually give out for your wants. Because you'll start to realize that's not how it works when you're God's child, though. That might work in the human world, and we see business and stuff. But when you're a beautiful spirit, it don't work for you. Everything becomes weird. Nothing is normal. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be satisfied with that too. It play out negative and positive, but you have to truly be satisfied because you know you just experiencing what God experienced, and you don't want to experience what humans experience. No matter how much you earn, there's always the better position when you experiencing what God experiencing. God did it alone. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, you just experiencing what God experienced. So when you're on that path, there's certain things you just have to be satisfied with on that mission. But you always going to get your aim. God always going to give you a sense of peace. And when it manifests in the physical world, you're going to see that's what everybody was working hard for anyway, that they gave their blood, sweat, and tears for. That you did it little to no effort. Because you're doing it for God. God needs to use you as a vessel. So for the most part, that's when you will start to realize it ain't just you. Because it's teamwork makes the dream work anyway. Or will be no such thing as different species, different other humans and stuff. So things are outside of you. And you have to understand that you're not in control of everything that's outside of you. And God is all possibilities. You're just a limited version of that. So it's a limited possible thing that can happen. But your limited possible thing that can happen could be a little bit of new things. A little bit of God. A little bit of all possibility. A little bit like nothing before. Something that's one of a kind in some way, shape, or form. That's why it's important to be an individual, because it trains your mind to know how to do that and become an atmosphere in that attribute. So if you don't want to come back here, it's just basically getting out of these stimuli. And teamwork makes the dream work. Coming up with a group of individuals that all y'all could be on one train of thought, line of reasoning, that y'all all can kind of create that concept in that environment, so y'all could be in that presence down here physically. So before y'all die, y'all already have a familiarity in that in the mind. And y'all, even if you come back, y'all will be able to be in better positions and stuff like that for God. Thank you so much for the donation, Saint Uno ATL. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. He got a page also. Y'all can check out our video. Real shit. On fire. And so yeah, y'all gotta keep that in mind. Don't just give your pearls, which is what God gave you, to any swine. Because swine don't know what to do with pearls, but make them dirty again. Now you're a diamond in the dirt and again. Because you got to understand, when God gives you something, you got something people don't have, or demons. And if you watch my channel, you're on the path to being an angel or angelic. So these are situations that you need to be prepared for mentally and physically and spiritually as your individual solo spirit, which is a soul. When God gives you something, you got something that others don't have, and it's precious. But when God gives you something, it don't have anything to do with the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. It just manifests into forms like that look like it has easier access than other people who get their blood, sweat, and tears to it and think it's normal the way they doing it and think it's easy access. So what you have a lot of times may not appear to be through the lens or the vessels of the things you want, or the things that you think other people are accepting and giving attention to. So you might get lost into this world with a bunch of desires and stuff, or society, and think what God gave you have to look like that. So you'll be totally putting what God gave you in the back seat, thinking that you're supposed to do something about Walt Disney or some thing in the world or something like that, or some type of circumstance. But when you start to look at what God gave you, you will see that it's nothing of this world. And you'll be able to manifest things into this world in mysterious ways that look just like this world. It's just you're utilizing the God mechanism from the gas and liquid into the solid, not relying on the solid in reverse to have the gas and liquid, your thoughts and feelings at peace as a spirit being inside of it. That's living in reverse. And when you're a beautiful spirit, you understand that transit. But a lot of times, your beautiful spirit can become ugly if you get too lost up in the world. So that's why you're always supposed to be of the world, but not in it. I mean, in the world, but not of it. Because once you get lost in it, you become of it. You become a product of your environment. And an angel's supposed to create the environment, not become a product of it. Because that's the role I've been playing my whole life. From elders, everything. I create the environment. I control the environment, no matter how high, spicy, volatile it is. That's why I know I handle all situations. Because in my real life, it get deep. Not to get into detail. So online, but it ain't about nothing. When it comes to like trolls and stuff, I don't even know what that is, basically. Let me not speak them up. You see what I'm saying? I'm one of a kind online. I create the environment online. I made it cool to smoke and play music and shout out to everybody that ain't in their ego. Because everybody got their own individual way of doing it. Here's the thing. That sound ego. But in the angelic world, this is what we all do anyway. We all respect. We got our own way of doing this. We all did the same thing anyway. It's in this world, y'all got lost with the shadow government way. Anything I'm doing is what y'all supposed to do. So just all the way down to my name, Dolo. That's something y'all supposed to do. I'm doing everything y'all doing the right way because that I did it in first. So angels fell first. Y'all just doing it in more separate ways and stuff like that. And we're trying to not do it like that specific way. So we're just doing angels, and I'm, as an example, just doing what y'all already doing, but how y'all supposed to do it. If you was going to do it. So that means like everything Dolo and things of that nature. And all of those different thoughts and feeling, building your own atmosphere, your own vibe, becoming one of a kind, all that and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Bringing down your own everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. That's what y'all are supposed to do. But y'all just doing other people's version who did that first, who start doing Uriel stuff first, like the Jews and, you know what I'm saying, the other people and stuff. They started doing Uriel stuff first. So for the most part, they got one up on y'all, basically. You know what I'm saying? They got one up on y'all. Thank you so much for the donation, Lady Satan. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So they all, so y'all gotta either catch up or just suffer through a few eons or something like that, and just be the retarded people in the new shift, in the new human form, or something like that. Which I ain't human. I wouldn't even really consider y'all calling yourselves human. Like, these are templates that somebody named y'all that. Y'all just let Galileo name y'all stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I got a better name for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Than being a goddamn centaur and stuff like that and a goddamn human. I just call y'all condensed light. You know what I'm saying? Better than, that sound better than human. The condensed light frequency. Because there's a whole bunch of different condensed light. This one is a more condensed, heavier one. We could give names to different forms of condensed light. The lighter ones is forms that spirits could take that's more resonated with the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension to make the atmosphere. And the ones that come after the fact to build the atmosphere up, like the humans and the demons and the species and the animals and stuff like that. We give names to those stimuli and control the ins and outs of spirits coming here and spirits leaving. Because once a spirit become aware, it's inside of a form. And if that form character, thank you so much for the cash app, NASA, I appreciate that. And if that's for a reading, let me get into that too. And if that character resonate with a spirit that's already in that character and manifested a physical form out of it, that's how that spirit can be light enough to share worlds and be in that mother and father's mind, and then create a fleshly fluid to come into this world once it get developed. Once that sperm cell and egg cell come together and develop the organs. Because, you know, the sperm and the egg cell ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. Not no spirit, nothing. It only got something to do with how we make organs. Everything is a mechanism, like a machine, and then built up based upon creation, mutation, and evolution. So if you understand that cycle in the spirit, mind, and body, you understand the spirit had to be in a certain space, then it develops a mind that represents that space, and then based upon condensity and accumulation, that mind condenses into the physical form, and that physical form being relative in that area. So that organ represents that chakra, and that chakra represents the space that spirit was in to make that mentality. You know what I'm saying? So this is how we develop in blood, sweat, and tears, testosterone, estrogens, bone marrow, and everything. Okay. That's how we develop in everything in this motherfucker shit. So that's how we know we are micro atmospheres. Well, y'all micro atmospheres, and all of it, teamwork makes the dream work, is all of our minds. I'm saying all of our consciousness and stuff like that. That's accumulating into physical flesh every day, every second, every instant, every molecule. You know what I'm saying? From micro to macro concepts and things of that nature. Real stuff. So everything is about condensing, fusion, friction, and pressure. You know what I'm saying? So Uriel brought that knowledge. And NASA, well, I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Let me not talk too much and stuff like that. Because, I be complaining a lot about stuff I kind of already got. Like, I low-key already got the Nobel Peace Prize and stuff. Y'all about to start hearing the talks about it and stuff like that, but we already did the business and everything. So I got the Nobel Peace Prize and stuff like that. I'm just waiting to be in the circumstance where I presented and I'll be in these little offices and stuff like that, too. I got peer-reviewed records and everything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even complain. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I froze. I can't even complain. It ain't nothing to complain about unless I'm lost into the human stimuli. And when you complaining about the human stimuli, you sound like a bitch, because if you ain't a real man, an angel, or angelic woman or something like that, it's probably something to do with the material world or people, places, and things in it. And you're supposed to be creating a solution or an environment for people to raise up in a space, and therefore that'd be more suitable, not go into hell and things of that nature. So the world is hellistic. It's a lot of demons there. You know what I'm saying? And then for the most part, you'll get rocked to sleep by all kind of demons just based upon thinking this is what you're supposed to do, because demons built the world. So the whole construct itself has a certain situation where it's like you might not the things that you think you're doing is right ain't necessarily right to God. It ain't necessarily moral. You know what I'm saying? You might have to throw away a lot of morals to align yourself into a lot of these things in the world. A whole lot of sacrificing for the devil. A whole lot of conditioned relationships and conditioned love and stuff like that. That's all you will experience down here. You will actually be a fool doing anything for God and calling it, I'm doing it for God, like trying to express some unconditional love or trying to express some other type stuff. Like y'all get rocked to sleep down here and stuff like that, unless you create some type of environment like an angel. You know what I'm saying? But how long that takes is based upon your journey and your spiritual mission. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you don't give up or something like that. But sometimes once you maximize the energy, then it's time to actually just go ahead and chalk it up and know where you at in that mission. So y'all can use me as an example right now as far as Uriel. So now we're in a form of knowing that it's going to take a few more eons for everybody to actually create that atmosphere form. So at some point, this would be the example that you can see as you could chalk it up for a eon. You could relax. This is God giving you a sense of peace in some way, shape, or form. And that sense of peace is your spirit being in another space separate from the stimuli that create the chakras that bend in to become these organs. Even if you are a spirit that's in this form at the moment, to be able to get that ability, to get that Mega Man attribute. You know what I'm saying? And get that goddamn Mario 1-up. So you've fallen or get ready to come back in a lower situation that you ain't passed no test. Anytime you start to crave that stimuli, that want and need for that person, place, or thing, you know that you're getting ready to create some type of more form in this stimuli as a spirit to get you stuck into a world you don't want to be in anyway. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to be going to your mission for God, the atmosphere. So when you do come back, you're coming in a different reality. You're not coming in the same reality amongst everybody's existence, even if you are another human. You know what I'm saying? With a whole different reality. You know what I'm saying? Where amongst that space what God needs you for be much broader. And something much broader. You did all you can do as far as wake people up or reevaluate yourself when you in certain situations that become worn out and maximized and things of that nature. You don't have to keep creating a mission. You can relax, and God will have confirmations for you in your actual life beyond anybody else to give you that confirmation of how you can relax and you could chill out now, and you could, you know what I'm saying, go about things in another kind of way or whatever like that. And you ain't got to put so much pressure on yourself as far as thinking I want you to do something that I don't want you to do. That's how God will be talking to you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put in the hard work to even reach that confirmation and stuff like that. You got to put in the goddamn hard work. And it's gonna be a tough journey. It's gonna be a tough journey. It ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? It sure ain't easy, because you're gonna be looking at humans in the world doing the things that you think you might need, but not having access to it, but still having some type of energy that you can do something. For an example, God won't give you nothing you can't handle. So the more you sit around and complain about something that you still can do, and you can do more, but you might create some energy of thinking that you shouldn't do as much for the sake of some external purpose, people, places, or things, for the most part, that's you giving God power away that God gave you again. Because no matter if you need assistance or not, just the simple fact that you can do it, you're here as a vessel for God to show that that kind of situation is possible. And you're not supposed to hate on that. And you hate on that anytime you put that in the back seat when you want some devil energy, expectation of what you think you deserve or want or need from the external world from having that ability. You see what I'm saying? So it'll be things that you still can do, but based upon the possibility of an access of some assistance or circumstance, how you see other humans get it, and then you don't see you getting it, you have to understand that'd be a form of narcissist to put you being able to still know how to do it in the back seat for a few hours, or in the back seat for a few months, or in the back seat for a few years, for some self-entitlement energy without you knowing that that's what it is, self-entitlement, narcissism energy. And when God gave you something, it doesn't matter if you got the assistance or not. If you still got the ability with the assistance, with the lack of it, you still got to do it, because God wouldn't give you something you can't handle anyway. So for the most part, what you will realize doing that hard work is the people that you probably jumping into a human stimuli to think you was getting jealous, they actually need it, or they wouldn't even be able to do it anyway. So the things you was getting jealous about not having is what these individuals need, and won't even be able to be in your position without it. So you really have nothing to be jealous or mad about when you got something God gave you. So even if you're in a situation that you still can do it, but you don't have the access that other humans got and things of that nature, you know that it doesn't matter how it's planned out, yin or yang, negative or positive. God gave you something that you can handle more than someone else who even need assistance. You know what I'm saying? So when you go for that, you always end up being the face of something new. When you don't go for that, you're de-evaluating yourself. You're becoming a de-evolved light after you already lost in one, like a mind and a body. And you're becoming stuck in whatever circumstance or situation you're creating based off false egos, proving something to others that doesn't matter to your actuality of your life and what could be suitable and things of that nature, and all kind of other different circumstances. I'll keep doing that for it. Time is it? All right, so I'm gonna finish this and then I'm going to go back to work. I'm really making this excuse to be break, but yeah, everybody who ain't get their readings yet or the message, I'm working on y'all reading right now, and y'all get y'all readings. Possibly tonight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is gonna get their reading tonight, and I gotta count how many readings it is based upon me even saying some more, because it might be everybody tonight for real. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm going in order. And stuff like that. And then I'm gonna do the personal consultants tomorrow and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, depending on how many readings I got and stuff like that, then you know what I'm saying, try to do something, because I like to get out the house. But other than that, yeah. It's a whole bunch of spiritual shit. Somebody said, money's like playing with my emotions, yeah, real stuff. Smoke 8. Real stuff. But yeah, it's just helping everybody understand how to compare and contrast between who's for God and who ain't. And most of the time, who's for God is a beautiful spirit. And it could be a person in the most ugliest body down here. But they see everybody as they see themselves. So this would be the most helpful person too, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And people spit on these type of individuals. Or create some weird type of energy around these individuals where they start to use their human energy as narcissism in some way, shape, or form to make the individual be brought back into this world and become ugly. You know what I'm saying? To be ugly just like them. So y'all gotta watch that if you watch my channel. These are gonna be individuals in y'all life that you need to peep game on and stuff like that, because you'll be wasting your time and being distracted away from what God gave you. Yeah, don't be disrespecting what God gave you. Real stuff. God gave you my channel to watch. Real stuff. Don't be disrespecting that. Real stuff. Real stuff. Somebody said how you treat people is how you treat yourself. Well, but when you're on godly mission, you can't do that no more. That's what I was breaking down earlier. Now, you humans, I wouldn't tell y'all that's wrong. That's right for you humans. For angels, everything is in reverse. Everything is weird, positive and negative. When you're an angel, that's you giving what God gave you to others. But when you're a human, all y'all are in an energy of accepting somebody else's bullcrap, even in subtle ways. For an example, I like to make this as an example, right? Back in high school, now it was 3 girls that I was talking to that was virgins or whatever the case may be, and now they didn't give me their heart and soul and everything. Now, based upon things that's unaware to me and me just being me, and I guess us being early in an age or whatever like that, I don't know how this could be made sense out of. I think this is a female thing or something like that. I'm a man, so I don't really understand this. But I'm not gonna get into the details of everything that happened. But for the most part, the female thought, I don't know. Look, I don't even understand this. But this what I got out of the conversation. But me being a man, I just don't see how it makes sense. This is why I couldn't deal with her. She tried to make sense out of breaking her virginity with someone else to impress me. That's what I got out of it. So it's almost like you sitting there talking to me about this, and I'm not gonna get into detail of everything in the situation. I don't even know if this person watching or not. But for the most part, made it seem like, all right, this, I guess in her own mind, she had to do that to be ready, and that will make me respect her to be with her forever, because she don't want to be with no one else but me. So how does losing your virginity with someone you don't like that is your solution to doing that? I still don't get that. I was a female before. I never did no stuff like that though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get how that's made out of something like that. It was my fault that you made a decision as a female. You know what I'm saying? As far as that chick or whatever the case, I don't like, but that's what I got out of every conversation of me having to keep reminding her I don't want her. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, I don't get, maybe y'all chicks can tell me or something like that. I don't get it. Do y'all treat somebody y'all like different than someone y'all don't like? And because is it that? Because if it's that, I think y'all need to change the way what y'all actually use to get that done. I don't think y'all should use the very thing itself to as a tool to do that. That is kind of weird. Somebody said, "Oh, nah, she tripping." I'm confused because I didn't even know why she was even in my mind. Being a man, being a little guy at that time, I was still a man. I was always a man. I'm thinking that it just got that's who she interested in. But she can swear up and down that She wasn't. So I don't get it then. Like, I don't get it. I just took out the conversation that, okay, she did it because of me. And as a man, logically, I'm just thinking, like, okay, so it's my fault that you wanted to do that to be with me. It's weird. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I had to think about a whole bunch of other stuff because it was even chicks I wasn't even trying to deal with. In her mind, I guess the way how I'm cool and stuff, I guess she just thought that I probably was fucking or something like that. Yeah, I said I kind of was. I'm saying, so I don't know if it wasn't some type of attention I was supposed to get. I'm saying, I'm trying to think, like, I'm saying, what's going on? Like, I'm willing to stop messing with people and stuff like that if that's the case may be. It's, I'm saying, real stuff. I'm trying to, like, think what's going on. So, but that's what I got out of the conversation. So, I just looked at it like, you try to make it seem like it's my fault for a decision you made for wanting to be a copycatter there. But I don't like to give myself that much credit because in my mind, like, to keep it serious, in my mind, I wasn't even dealing with a lot of chicks when I was dealing with, or at least talking to her and stuff like that. Because if I'm serious about something, I'm just thinking about it. I don't want to mess it up or whatever like that. So a lot of times humans don't be leaving me no choice but to think that, oh, well, maybe she was copying the chicks that probably was more open with me, and she was thinking that she had to put herself in a situation to get comfortable with being open. So she went and found some other smack dude in the school or whatever like that. That humans accept each other's bull crap. So in her mind, she know that he ain't gonna be the future, but she also can use him to build some type of aura, like the same girls that she think I'm interested in, that really I'm not. I can't help the way I was looking and stuff like that. I think that's what it be too. Like, I don't be trying to give myself no credit sometimes like that too though. You know what I'm saying? But I think too. I get into divine feminine energies and start thinking too and stuff like that. So I be thinking like, what? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be having nothing else to think. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff, man. Sometimes I be dealing with certain stuff. I be like, what's going on here? Like, it ain't. So man, I don't got nothing else to think about it, or because she ain't never, like, leave me alone. I shouldn't have to keep repeating, like, more than 3 or 4 times. I don't want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, then I just got to go Superman and stuff like that with everything, just to realize that ain't fulfilling either. And then I realized I was Uriel. Angels always caught in limbos. You know what I'm saying? Angels always caught in limbos. I'm starting to realize that's like a limbo thingy. Like, this is limbo, man, when you, like, goddamn it, for God. This is limbo shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you watch my channel, you're a male or female, you know that you go through limbos. You know what I'm saying? You go through limbos where it's like, goddamn it, you just got to keep what God give you. What God give you a good gift, musical talent and stuff like that. You know, say good synchronicities and charismatic gifts and stuff like that, man. Keep it for you. Don't give it to nobody. Don't make nobody feel like a friend of yours. No, I said don't make nobody feel like shit. No, I say you gotta, everything is in reverse. You gotta be evil down here for real. Don't get nobody the possibility of feeling like they shit. Because the moment you get somebody, your friend, your associate, that person you went to school with, or that human, your family member, as soon as you get them a little bit of, I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even do it. Find your tribe. Find your tribe. Because you won't even have to deal with all that mind games type stuff. There won't even be no mind game, man. Everybody be cool. Won't nobody be having no insecurities because somebody musical talents and stuff like, you know what I'm saying, some good walking, talking, goddamn Galileo knowledge and stuff. Like, nobody be hating nobody's education and stuff and trying to use it for shadow government. It won't be that type of circumstance. Everybody come in. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. But yeah, I gotta get back to work, y'all. I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying? Good spiritual concepts and correlations and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all doing, pardon me, make sure y'all doing stuff for God and stuff like that. And let me go ahead and free up my schedule and stuff like that so I can get into something. And I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying?